Hello everyone, and thanks for tuning in. Before we begin this video, please give a like, share, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Hello everyone, this is Straight to the Point Tech. I'm back again with a new video, and as promised for today's video, we're going to be talking about my new PC rig that I just built. So without further ado, let's get straight to it. Alright, so all you know, or as you all may know, I've been talking about building a PC rig for quite some time, since I've actually started my channel last year, and I said eventually I would get around to it. But I've been kind of lollygagging about building it because, you know, in between that time, there's been different handhelds coming out, different handheld news, updates, AMD FSR, these modifications, this, that. So I got distracted and I got kind of content with handheld gaming. However, though, I've come to the realization that if I want longevity in the PC world, eventually I'm gonna have to have a rig built. So guess what? We ain't got a rig built at my local Micro Center here in Charlotte, North Carolina. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is go over some of the specs, and we're gonna take a look at a few games and, you know, do some tests and things like that. So, you know, stick around, stay tuned, you know. All right, so what we'll do is let's go over the spec sheet and let's see, you know, what this thing is rocking. You know, first of all, I love it. Like, you know, I think I did a great job picking, you know, what kind of lights I wanted to build or whatever. But yeah, so inside, you know, of course, obviously we have this rocking Windows 11 OS. You know, nothing special about that. So this GPU is an RTX 5070 Ti. Yeah, I could have got a 5080. Yeah, I could have got a 5090 or whatever the case may be, but 57 Ti will get the job done. If there are any errors or hiccups that I run into later on in the future, then, you know, of course, I'll just go ahead and go with a 5080. But 5090 to me might be overkill, so not necessary. We've also got a TN472 terabyte SSD in here, which is a Gen 4, and it's a NVMe M.2 SSD. So, you know, nothing too super special about that. Gets the job done just like I need it. A Super Flower Combat FG 80 watt plus gold ATX PSU, which is a ATX 3.1. So, got to get a good power supply to power this bad boy. And then we've got an AMD Ryzen 7 9800 X3D CPU, baby. You know, I wanted to go with the 990X, but there's no point. And that takes away from the GPU, and that's what we not having. We don't want no frame drops or anything like that. So that CPU paired well with the 5070 Ti GPU, so totally perfect in my book. And then, you know, we've got a Montech Key 95 Pro tempered glass ATX tower case. Love it. I love the transparency, so I was very happy with, you know, the choice that I made as far as that goes. And we've got a Corsair Nautilus 360 RS ARGB 360mm liquid CPU cooler. So, you know, this in conjunction with the Montech glass case, basically it was a chef's kiss. It was the icing on the cake. It was the, you know, spaghetti sauce to the pasta, you know, the garlic per se to the spaghetti sauce with the pasta, whatever you want to call it. Needed that. It served me well. It did what it needed to do. Looks beautiful. I fell in love. It was love at first sight when I saw it. I also wanted to add, so I did also add an additional SSD. So I have a Samsung 990 Pro 2 terabyte SSD in here, and I did that to kind of avoid, you know, running into an issue later on where, let's say, for example, I'm downloading a bunch of games on Steam and I'm running out of space, you know, and I get down to like maybe 5 to 10 to 20% space left, you know, and the next thing you know, another game comes out or a patch comes out and it's X amount of space. I'm running out of space, and then, you know, my actual system starts utilizing and pulling from my memory. We do not want that. No one should ever want that, for the simple fact that, you know, you're going to start really pushing your rig in an overdrive. I don't want to do that. I always like to have extra cushion or extra space, right? And in order for my, you know, PC to be able to run at its maximum performance. So I thought that was a great idea. And, you know, like I said, the 32 gigabytes of RAM, I don't think I mentioned that, but I have 32 gigabytes of RAM in here. So yeah, that's the icing on the cake. I could have went with 64 if I need 64, maybe, but I'm not doing no rendering or major editing. But the extra space is always good. But I feel like, you know, from a SSD or hard drive perspective, whatever you choose to go with, that is the most important thing. So, you know, that's what I suggest. You know, if you do build a rig, definitely, you know, try to go for 3 to 4 terabytes. So you got a little, you know, pushing, you know, cushion space, whatever you want to call it. And then lastly, I have a 27-inch QPX MSI OLED monitor. This monitor is extremely attractive. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. I started to go with the AOC monitor, but the AOC, in comparison, looking at this, this definitely looked a lot better. Now, I don't have it calibrated. I don't have the settings or adjustments set to it yet, but eventually I will. I want to adjust the black levels and stuff like that. But for the most part, just stock out of the box looks good. A lot of the games look good. They pop. I'm not new to OLED. You know, as you all know, if you've been watching my channel for a long time, I've got an LG CX. I've got an LG C3 55-inch TV. So I'm very familiar with OLED. I have an iPad OLED. You know, I have a Steam Deck OLED or whatever. I've been in an OLED wagon for about 5 years now. So again, it's nothing new to me, but I just felt like, you know, going with LCD or IPS, that's the thing of the past. I feel like everyone should be at least transitioning to OLED, especially, you know, when you get your money up or whenever. You know, it's going to be here forever. There's no rush, guys. If you're in a situation where you're not ready for OLED or whatever the case may be, I don't know everybody's situation. No rush. You don't have to rush to get an OLED, but OLED is beautiful. It's very aesthetic. To me, having an OLED is like having a Mercedes-Benz, right? It's the Mercedes-Benz model of panels, you know, when it comes to monitors or even television. So if you can go OLED, go OLED. Just make sure you choose your manufacturer wisely and make sure you do your research on the OLED to make sure that there are no, you know, hardware issues or issues you may run into in the future. But yeah, ladies and gents, that's it. I wanted to just give you a quick overview and show you my new rig. I'm very happy with it. Again, Micro Center built this rig. Very appreciative of it. I love it. Games look good so far. I know I said I would do some game tests, but today I'm not going to be able to. I have a lot of other things going on, but I did want to just get this video uploaded and out to y'all so y'all can, you know, take a look and see how beautiful and aesthetically pleasing this thing looks. It just, you know, it's breathtaking. But I just want to say I appreciate you all for the support. I appreciate the subscribers, new and old, who've been with me for a long time. I ask that you like this video, share it. Please subscribe if you are new here or you're taking a look at this video. I have interesting videos. I have tons of videos coming. So just please be on the lookout. And I promise you, this is content that you will love. If there's anything you want me to discuss or cover topics-wise, leave a comment below. And yeah, well, anyways, y'all, I'm going to compile all of the components that I got with this PC and post them in the description. Just give me some time. But again, this is Straight to the Point Tech. I'm out. I hope you all continue to have a great rest of your week. Peace.